What is up, YouTube? Megaman wins here. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to sound in critical ops. I'm going to be covering a lot of topics in regards to sounding, a lot of things, not just one thing. But yeah, if you guys want to see more videos like this, go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to my channel for more critical ops videos, guys. So the first thing we're going to be talking about in the video in regards to learning how to sound in critical ops, so that way you can get better at predicting opponents' plays and their locations and etc. stuff like that. The first thing we're going to be talking about is in fact walking on platforms or surfaces, for that matter, which means like the ground or the gravel, in this case along on the map of Raid. Also, there's other places such as the stairs or the cement, but let's get right into it, guys. Let's show you what it sounds like when you walk on gravel on A-long on Raid map. As you can see, it makes a very specific sound when you do walk on gravel on the map of Raid. I'm not sure if gravel is on other parts of the game as well, but this is just something to keep in account. And whenever you're thinking about sounding, and seeking other players out that are walking nearby you on different types of surfaces, guys. So there's gravel, so it's like dirt basically, and then there's like concrete like this, which means it sounds like this. It sounds a lot different than the gravel, so you'll be able to know whether your opponent is on the gravel area or on the concrete area, in fact. So that's one thing to keep into account. Now that we've gotten to the mid area, we will display the fact that this makes a lot of noise. When you walk on it, it sounds like you're walking on metal. Check it out. You see, guys, it sounds like you're walking on metal, so you will definitely 100% be able to tell the difference between walking on cement, which is what it sounds like right here, walking on concrete, and then walking on metal surfaces. So you could use that to your advantage whenever you're finding out, where is the last player at or where are the opponents at. You could use that to your advantage if you turn your headphones all the way up to 100%. Obviously, do this first before you start your game. Put your volume to 100% and just try to seek out the opponents. One thing to note as well, I made in one of my other videos, that you can, in fact, if you're playing on the map of a Raid specifically and you are tons, you can in fact hear the players that are CT above you. So keep that in mind, because you could use that for other maps as well, in trying to find the advantage in the game. Now we're going to be talking about walking on stairs, because whenever players walk on stairs, it's very easy, if the other player is sounding, that is, to locate where that player is at, due to the fact that they just walked up the stairs. I'll show you guys what it sounds like when you walk up and down the stairs. So this, as well as walking on gravel or walking on metal surfaces or walking on concrete surfaces, it makes a very distinct sound. That way you will know exactly, if you hear somebody walking on those steps, you will know exactly where they might be at, because there's only, for example, on this map, there's only 2 steps, or they're mid or somewhere. But the point is that they're walking on stairs, and you know that the fact that there's players on the stairs. So now that we've covered all the surfaces, we're going to be talking about the different parts of sounding. That is, a lot more comes into sounding versus just only walking on the surfaces. But when you do keep an account to trying to improve on how to sound in critical ops, learning all the surfaces on all the maps is very important to do, because once you know all the surfaces and what they sound like, you will be able to use that to your advantage in order to seek out other players that aren't showing up on your minimap, and take them out before they even knew it could happen, guys. So now that we've covered all of that, let's talk about the different basic things. So there are other things in the game of critical ops that require like you can use it to your advantage when it comes to sounding. So let me show you exactly what I mean, guys. So as you can see, I got my pistol out. I also got a knife, but I only got a pistol right now. But let me show you exactly what I mean. So whenever you inspect your weapon, it makes a very distinct sound. So check it out. You hear that click? It's a very silent click, but it's very distinct. So if you are in fact trying to hold an angle, or you're trying to camp somewhere, after planting the bomb, don't do that, because you will. Do not do this, because you will in fact give away your position due to the fact that you are making sound by simply and merely inspecting your weapon. So Weapons also make sounds when you inspect, so keep that in account as well. Also, as you can see, when you inspect your knife, it also does the same thing. So I would not, you know, do that if you're trying to hold somewhere and be silent, because it simply gives away your location. So also, let's act like this. Let's say this predicament is occurring right now. So the bomb is down right here, right? The bomb is down right there, and it's a 1v1 situation. And so one player is tons, but you got to get that bomb to plant it though. You know, you got to get the bomb to plant it, because, you know, there's only a minute left on the clock or whatnot. And so what you got to do is, you hear that sound? So whenever you pick up guns, as well as doing other things, it makes a very distinct sound. So players that are over here, they will be able to in fact know that you just picked up the bomb. So you do need to keep that in mind when you're trying to be slick and trying to be like a ninja, because everything in critical ops makes a noise. Unless you're slow walking like this, it's gonna make noise. Basically, if you're walking or if you're running with your knife, and if you're swinging your knife, or in fact even planting the bomb, even when you try to plant the bomb, players will be able to hear that sound. Of course, you could fake them out, which is what most players do, but for the most part, the planting of the bomb makes a very distinct sound. And it's one of the most important parts of critical ops, because defuse is the most important game mode of critical ops. So the fact that you can predict when the bomb is being planted is very good to know in the game, guys. So like I was saying, there is also other things in the game of critical ops that involve sounding. Obviously, there's 3 types of grenades in the game. They all make different sounds. So as you can see, the smoke grenade does not make enough sound as the frag. So yeah, it's very easy to tell the difference between all 3 nades. And the one thing I want to note is reloading your weapon, because in critical ops, whenever you're playing ranked, or like whenever you're just playing in general, like reloading, it's a huge thing. You have to reload a lot in this game. It's part of the main functions of operating the gun, is shooting the gun and reloading the gun. So whenever you do reload, you will in fact be heard. All guns have different sounds of reloading animations, but the fact remains that they all make a sound whenever you do reload. So that's another thing to keep in account. So we've talked about all the surfaces we've walked on. There's the gravel, there's the stairs, there's the concrete, there's the metal. Also, we've talked about the inspection sound of whenever you inspect your weapons, whenever you reload your weapons, whenever you drop guns, and whenever for example, drop the bomb, and the bomb gets picked up or planted, and it works in the same manner in which it's diffusing. So if you are a T-sided player, check it out. So if you're a T-sided player and you just planted the bomb, then all you need to do is plant the bomb. This is a thing that pros do. This is a pro play. Players do this all the time. They plant the bomb and they go in a position in which they can still hear the bomb, like the ticking of the bomb. They'll probably watch the flank, or they'll probably watch the obvious spots, which would be the long, or the main area of which the bomb got planted at, which would be over here in this case. But yeah, they'll either do that, or they'll go far away and just wait for it to tick tock, and then you wait for the player to attempt to defuse. And once you hear them attempting that defuse, you could easily take out that player and yeah, win the round, merely due to the fact that you're just sounding, actually, because it's not like yes, you outsmarted the player, but it's not like you actually outplayed him, because you didn't outgun, it was not a gunfight. So players do this all the time. Unfortunately, it's it doesn't matter if you're better than the other player. A lot of the times, if there's only 5 seconds left on the clock and the bomb's going tick tock, the other player has to defuse it, and by that time you could easily sound them out and kill them just as they're trying to plant the bomb, guys. So I really hope this video did help you guys out. Hopefully I didn't leave anything out in regards to sounding in critical ops. There's a lot of things you can do in sounding, so I don't want to leave out this main point though, because the fact remains that sounding is a huge part in this game. So for example, if I'm sitting in this position right here and I hear noises, you need good headphones in order to do this as well. But you could actually hear their footsteps. So if I'm sitting here waiting, like if I have an AK-47 and I'm just camping in a 1v1 situation and I hear this player like right in front of me, but then all of a sudden I don't hear him in front of me, and then I hear him, and then all of a sudden the footsteps start like, you know, disappearing and slowing and going away very slowly, like diminishing, I will know that that player has actually rotated, and I can use that to my advantage to, you know, wait for them at the next location in which they might rotate at though. So that is the last point in which I forgot to bring up. But other than that, I brought up all the points in regards to sounding, you know, picking up the bomb, planning it, and everything like that. So I really hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did enjoy the video on how to sound in Critical Ops, go ahead and like the video and subscribe for more content. I will be bringing you more videos every other day. Trying to upload a lot now. So hope you guys enjoy the video. I appreciate all the support, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.